Hey guys, this is Lauren Productions, aka 4673, and I am back in reality. Every time, it's not a good joke. It's not a good joke. It's just every time I say I'm back in reality, and it's exactly obvious since I'm actually doing a game. Yeah, it's not as fun when I actually explain it. This is part 3, and we're just gonna continue. Oh god, I've forgotten all of the voices. I think this is Max, this is Elias, and this is Ben and Lilia down here. At least I've got the names, just not the voices. I hope the mic is still doing fine. I'll just presume it's doing fine. Well, you'll have something more fun to put on your resume. Tested the next generation of VR tech. That makes us all awesome, right? Wow, I didn't realize this was a career building up opportunity. Sure, why not? People put all kinds of crazy stuff on their resumes these days. I hear people put Realms achievements on their resumes. That's hilarious. Hey, Lilia, you could do that. You must be one of the best Realms players out there, right? No way. I'm sure there are loads of other people better than me. But your party is totally Realms famous. Oh yeah, what party? The Ventures, led by Navan Bao? No way, I've heard of them, that's awesome! This is super weird and embarrassing. I feel like a celebrity or something. Are they actually impressed, or do they just think I'm a freak? Sorry for the wait, everyone, we're ready for you now. It's totally happening. They're finally ready. Briefing starting now. Live chatters. Send pics! Good luck, Lil. Be safe. Okay. 110% sure something's gonna go wrong. And there we have Jacob. Okay. And that's why you're here. To test the Penta and Vitalia simulation in a way that has never been done before, with a large number of players over a long period of time. We have taken all conceivable precautions to ensure your comfort and safety during this playtest. I myself will be accompanying you within the simulation every step of the way. Other members of Intermens may join you from time to time to observe. We will be taking regular breaks for meals here at the office and gather your feedback over the course of the next 3 days. If there are any questions, please ask them now before going over the safety briefing. What are the risks involved? I'm about to address those in the safety briefing. Is there any questions not related to safety? Well, that was kind of harsh. Why is he so grumpy? Isn't he happy we're here? What kind of simulation is Vitalia exactly? I played the prototype briefly back at SemiCon. Will it be like that? Vitalia is he does look extremely grumpy. Oh, sorry for moving the mic. That probably sounds awful to your ears. I apologize. I want to move so I sit comfortably, but still the mic is close to me, which is harder than that it might look like. Vitalia is a fairly simple simulation. Sorry, just had to check if the time is still good. We have not had time to add much in terms of gameplay. It's more of a lush, living, natural world for you to explore and interact with. It will seem similar to the prototype, but there are more breadth now, and the technology has been improved in many subtle ways that you may or may not notice. Any other questions? Is it true you basically coded the entire Penta on your own? The code base was largely created by me, however I have invaluable support from the Intermens team, and there have been plenty of excellent research into this field of study for me to work from. I have a question about that. Yes. Did you read University of Oslo's paper about the neural interfaces? It came out just about a year ago. Yes, it was a fascinating read. Of course, the Penta was derived from an entirely different substructure and is only tangibly related. One of the things mentioned was that consulting with a medical doctor was extremely helpful and recommended while developing neural technology. I'm sure that's true in general, but as I said, Penta is entirely different. You should probably have consulted a doctor anyway. Wait, really? Is he saying that they had no need to do medical consultation? He sounds really confident about that, but... Oh god, he looks so fucking pissed. No, he just looks so grumpy and tired of his life. Oh god. Other questions. Oh. Okay, they all flashed. Okay, one thing, since this is a demo, if you want the characters to like talk at the same time, it's fine. Just don't make it flash by so quick. Give us like a second to see what the text actually is, not just look. It just makes me think there's an error that made me skip some important text. So yeah, that's the thing. We don't have an actual release date set. We are aiming for the simultaneous release of the Pentax technology and the Vitalia simulation by next autumn. Anything else? He seems in a hurry to get through this. It's like he doesn't care about us at all. He doesn't care about us at all. I'm curious to how you got into this, Mr. Lazard. I mean, I heard that you have a degree from MIT, but how did you decide to do this? Just wake up one day and decide to make cutting-edge virtual reality tech? How to decide to make the Penta? Well, like many of you, I assume virtual reality has been fascinating to me. I've been interested in worlds like Vitalia since I was a young child. As I grew older, my skills developed. I realized my true calling was to be able to share some of these worlds with others. Aw, now he looks almost adorable. He's stumbling over his words all of a sudden. Weird, he was so confident up until now. Well, yeah, now he's talking about his personal feelings and reasons. What about... Alright, I think that's all we have time for at the moment. Please make yourselves comfortable. I'm going over the safety precautions before we begin. Didn't we already sign a long liability agreement about safety before we agreed to come here? Yeah, that thing even talked about the possibility of brain damage and stuff. What? Are you serious? I didn't read the whole thing. TDR it right out. There are just a few more things I'll need to brief you on. This will cover the most essential points of the liability agreement, if anyone didn't read it as carefully as they should have. The first thing you should know is the Penta is not like other virtual reality devices. Other devices may present real outside stimuli to your senses for them to interpret. It's just the same way you normally experience the world. On the other hand, the Penta will literally be manipulating your brain waves, making your senses believe they are receiving stimuli that are not actually there. What this means is, for all intents and purposes, your mind will literally be existing in another world, a world of virtual stimuli. Well, yeah, what kind of definition of that's the kind of the definition of neural virtual technology, isn't it? With this kind of experience, I am just fucking up words, I'm sorry. There can be a significant initial shock to your senses, especially with the new improved version of the Penta, as opposed to the less complete prototype versions. The immersion shock can be fairly strong. Please be prepared to feel disoriented at first, perhaps even dizzy or a bit ill. This sensation should pass within the first few moments. Secondly, if the immersion shock does not pass quickly, or if you feel that anything is wrong, please don't try to endure it, just log out immediately. While you will not be able to physically remove the headset while immersed, the Penta features advanced thought recognition, simple desire to be locked out as you will be. Thought recognition. Additionally, I can force log out anyone if I feel it necessary. However, I would much rather not use that feature. If the logout command does not come from the user, it can lead to reverse immersion shock. Reverse immersion shock? Yes, moving your mind from the simulation to the real world can be as disorienting as moving from reality to the simulation, although it's usually a mild reaction if the user is prepared for it. Prepared for it? How do you get prepared for it? If you've chosen to lock yourself out, you will obviously be prepared for it. Lastly, this is probably the most important thing I will say to you. Do not leave the starting island. Someone's gonna leave the starting island. Foreshadowing. You are about to enter a simulation that is under development. The starting island is a very large area and more than sufficient to occupy your time over the next few days. 3 days. You may see bridges that lead to other areas. Please do not cross these bridges. They lead to areas that are not fully debugged and could be dangerous. When I say dangerous, I'm talking about potential damage to your sensory systems or brain. What did I tell you? Oh my god. You're about to do something that does have a risk of danger, if no more than most adventure activities such as skiing. Again, it's unlikely, but if a serious problem occurs and you are conscious or incapable of locking out, the systems could cause brain damage. Oh my god! This is a serious decision. If anyone wishes to OPT out of the testing, now's your chance. I'm not sure. I can give you 5 minutes to think it over one last time. How dangerous is it really, like real talk? We had excellent results testing the Penta so far. I've personally spent a large amount of time in Vitalia. I'm logged in at least a few hours every day. However, this is definitely not like other gaming systems. You need to decide for yourself whether you're willing to take the risk. I'll leave you to decide for now. Guys, remember how I said maybe Jacob Lazard isn't human? Well, I think now that I think I know what he is now. Oh, enlighten us, Chosen One. He's definitely an android. A very poorly programmed android with no code for human expression. Lol, wow. Lol. So he's the emotionless genius type. That's putting it lightly, NB. He just briefed us and talked about brain damage as if we were talking about the weather. It was super creepy. Hey. Hey. Was that not a bit creepy? Lazard was so cold, distant, not as passionate as I expected? Yeah. And I thought redheads were supposed to be hot-headed. That is, was that a stereotype? That's it. They do say that. Not this one, I guess. But, I don't know, maybe he's just antisocial or something? He's apparently some kind of computer genius. Isn't that the stereotype? Yeah, I guess. But still, he talked about the risk of brain damage. The way he said it was like he didn't particularly care if anything did happen to us. That's the feeling I got. I'm sure that's not true. Probably just his normal attitude. He has a really cold vibe. Yeah, but what kind of normal attitude is that? I seriously have to wonder if he's an android. La. I didn't even say lemao, I just said la. It was like a weird fusion between actually laughing and saying lemao. Lemao. You're a lot more lively in VR. Huh? Sorry, I mean, everyone's a little different in real life, right? Interesting theory, though. Of course, a well-programmed android could be way more productive than a human programmer. Good business strategy. Wait, he said he was talking about brain damage? Why was he talking about brain damage? Yeah, what MB said. Standard liability agreement stuff. Don't worry, guys, it's safe. Are you sure? Yeah, seriously. There's no way I'm backing out now. It'll be fine. Others might OPT out, though. Think anyone will chicken out? Not me. Elias maybe. Seems a bit surprised. It's been 5 minutes. What do you wish to do? Not going home at this point. I'm in. Still up for it. Yeah, I'm in too. It's a little freaky, but I'd regret it if I backed out now. Very well. Please lie back and relax. Put on your headsets. Excel will be around to make sure they are fitting properly, and please, try not to be overly excited at this point. Elevated adrenaline levels may make the immersion shocks more intense. That's hard. Try not to be excited? Might as well ask us not to be human. True. Oh god, we're in. Oh, that looks pretty rad, honestly. Van Bao encouraged Lilia to think positively about traveling. Oh, you chose to accept NB's advice but not take it to heart. Your choice has impacted Lilia's outlook. 46% of players made that choice. Ed confronted Lilia about not sharing her travel plans. You chose to explain your plans. Your choice will impact her relationship. Lilia had an opportunity to chat with Ben. You chose to chat with him. Okay. Max initiated. You chose to chat. Your choice will impact the beta testers. Okay. This is the end of the demo. We hope you enjoyed playing and are looking forward to the rest of the game. The full game released early 2017. Please feel free to follow us and send feedback. yay! That was reality. Come on, that was such a cliffhanger though. Of course that ended there. I was just getting immersed into the story though. I was just like, what's gonna happen? And as far as I said, like as far as I read, there was gonna be it was a story from two people's perspective, and we haven't seen anyone else's perspective yet. So I'm very, very curious as to what that is. But yeah, this seemed really cool. I'll play the game when it comes out. If it's not a busy period, I'll play it on the channel. If it's a busy period with lots of important projects, this might be postponed a little. But yeah, this was very interesting. Game-wise, if I'm gonna like see if I can give some criticism, well, yeah, art style and backgrounds are pretty cool. It looks pretty nice. Obviously, a lot of effort has been put into it and the characters' expressions. A little thing, maybe this is just me. I feel like especially in the main character Lilia, like her expressions varied so differently. Especially like from her being like normal to being angry. Maybe there should be like an annoyed expression in the middle, so it doesn't seem so drastic when she changes expressions like that, because that just makes her seem like, well, I don't know, maybe that's just part of her personality, but it did like seemed a little awkward. So yeah, maybe like different small variations of her expressions, even though a lot of them were really good, like different poses and stuff like that. There's definitely been put a lot of attention into the art. I especially loved the little like tiny animations there were sometimes. The GUI is very interesting. Like you can see, it's like very simple, but it kind of fits the theme of like this sci-fi thing. So I'm definitely into that. That's cool. Dialogue seemed pretty interesting. The entire like chat system was kind of cool. Like I kind of like that, like being able to talk to like friends online like that in a game is pretty cool. And like just in general, this is a very interesting game. Like it's fairly simple in a way, but it's definitely like there's definitely been put a lot of thought into researching the story and the way like the sci-fi elements of it, which I'm happy about, because yeah, research is good. It makes it all seem much more believable. And yeah, interactions and dialogue is, yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I felt the conversation with our father was a little awkward. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint what it was, but there was something awkward in the dynamics of that. But the like conversations with Ben and stuff like that were very smooth, and I love the fact that that they've taken on a like kind of like some main character who's like has like a small portion of social anxiety, maybe who's like very afraid of talking to people and like think about what she's saying all the time or if she should bother. Often when people make shy characters, they don't nail it, but I think this is actually pretty accurate. So that's cool. And just in general, it seems pretty cool so far. It's interesting. Now, this just may be foreshadowing, but I'm pretty sure something's gonna go wrong in this technology thing. That's usually how it goes, but yeah, I'm still excited to see what happens. I kind of like those kind of stories. Maybe that's just me. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this series, and we'll see you guys in the next thing or whatever I make. And love you. Bye.